ML Sports Take brought to you by Batavia Downs Gaming and St. Bonaventure University's online masters in journalism. George Mason, 71-58 over the Bonnies, and it was just a horrendous offensive performance, a mix of bad turnovers in the first half, even though they only had 8 for the whole game, but in spots, a poor shooting game, three-pointers, regular field goals, the whole thing. This is another game where you just look at and there's no way this team can make a deep run in the tournament, because in the A10 tournament, because, you know, when you have a great offensive game and then you go into this, granted, George Mason, very aggressive team. They play aggressive offensively, they play aggressive defensively, and they play each side of the floor to benefit the other. You know, and they shut people down. And Buddy Simmons, I mean, if it wasn't him, you know, making a couple threes in the first half, this team is way down. I mean, they were down 12 in the first half. They were lucky to score 23, 20, you know, 22, 23, let alone 27. And it was just like who's going to create, who's going to do this or that. Egbunuwe, no factor. Charles, no factor. You know, Mitchell was in there, but again, a lot of it was forced for him. Some of the rebounds he got were him on his own. Some were tipped. It was a collection of 16, but it just didn't seem to benefit the Bonnies, clearly, because, hello, they out-rebounded Mason by 7. This, to me, just came down to offensive execution. And the Bonnies had a couple of wide-open threes in the first half. They didn't make them. And then, you know, you go to the line and you go 3 for 9 there. So, and Mason just played a more physical, better game. They neutralized Bonaventure where they had to. Joe G got a lot of minutes. He's been getting a lot of minutes lately, 29 minutes, 3 points. You never know. Maybe the Bonnies know something there that he will be back next year. But, man, when you don't get anything out of Charles, that's a hard deal there. And it was almost like a prayer for Simmons and Bowen. They do get 30 combined, and Mitchell gave you 15. But, boy, Mason is a really, really solid team. Again, they play aggressive on both ends of the floor. They get it going. They get after it defensively. The second Mitchell comes up, they know he's coming. If he stays down, they know how to cover him. It was a much different defense to play than Rhode Island the other day. And now the Bonnies are 4-12 in the A10. And I said it a couple weeks ago, like, there's a real good chance this team finishes under 500 for the season. I mean, that's brutal. I mean, when's the last time we said that, right? I mean, there's only a couple of games left here at George Washington. Don't feel really good about that game at home against Davidson. You know, you have to go 1-1 there to finish above 500, but they do so many things consistently inconsistent. Today was another day where that was the case. You know, they got within 5 in the second half. They made that huge run. You think, okay, but then it's back up to 16 in a heartbeat, because, again, once the offense catches up a little bit and they come back, the defense completely folds like a tent at a Boy Scout camp. So this game was predictable. They had to turn it around on a short couple of days from the Rhodey game. An offensive explosion against Rhode Island, and now you play better defense in Mason. Just not a game that benefits the Bonnies. They just don't do anything that I can think of better than George Mason. And Mason had, you know, a couple of great performances, 2 starters, 21 points each. So kudos to them. They're a really good team. They made 12 threes as well. And again, when it was 5, when it was 7, what is it? Bang 13, bang 16, bang 18. And Bonaventure was never going to come up over that hurdle overall. Mike Lindsley here as Mason beats the Bonnies 71-58. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Batavia Downs Gaming and St. Bonaventure University's online masters in journalism. Get it done in under 2 years at sbujournalism.com. Thanks to partner friends of the program as well. You know who you are. Love you, Dan Davidson Jr. and Senior Mark Alberti and Matt Motika. As I always tell you, enjoy the games. Maybe.